friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Samantha, and if you're already subscribed, thank you once again for tuning in. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm doing a sort of chit chat get ready with me. This is going to be the first of a series as well that I would like to do, and basically it's just to shine light on the fact that skinny girls do struggle too. Contrary to what you might believe, us skinny girls, we have our struggles too, trust me. So I hope that you'll enjoy this video and stay tuned and keep on watching. So I actually have a funeral to go to, and it's been really hot out here, so I'm doing more of a no makeup look in a sense. I'm not really going to be using foundation. I'm going to be using my powder instead. And also I'm not really going to be talking about the products that I'm using. Like I said, this is more of a chit chat video, so let's just jump right in. As I said in the intro, I wanted to shine light on the fact that skinny girls do struggle. I know a lot of people may not think so, but believe me, we do. And especially growing up Caribbean, you know, of Caribbean descent, I feel like it's a lot harder on us too, because Caribbean people, they low-key just stay dissing you all the time. So I don't know about you, but for me, I've been skinny pretty much my whole life. I have 3 kids now, and I'm still skinny. However, I've noticed that things that I feel like are visible or things that are bothering me about my body, most people don't see or they wouldn't agree with. So that's one problem. I feel like a lot of people dismiss what you say in terms of your body. Like, for example, I would say, oh, my belly looks too big. And people would be like, sis, what belly? Like, what are you talking about? You know, and I'm like, well, it's there, it's real, I see it, I feel it, like, it's there, you know? But anyways, we'll talk about that in another video. I've had moments in my life where I was skinnier than other moments, and you don't realize how skinny you are until an extra small is even too big, you know. And like I said before, Caribbean families, I would say, are pretty harsh when it comes to your weight or your body image. You know, growing up, I've always been told, oh, look how you're maga, you know, in translation, you're so skinny. And I've been like, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know what you want me to do about it, but it creates a sense of self-esteem issues. It creates a sense of like self-doubt, and you know, you start to picture yourself in a way, and you lose confidence, right? Because here you have people telling you, oh my God, you're too skinny, you're too skinny. And then at one point it became really popular. Even now it still is to some extent, but I feel like you know, confidence now is in a much better place for most people. So, you know, we're not so much worried about what our bodies look like, or, you know, or what society is portraying as the image of beauty. I know at one point it was the it thing to be skinny. You know, you wanted to be a supermodel, well, you had to be skinny. But it wasn't always the best thing, you know. A lot of people who weren't skinny went through a lot of self-harm to get there. And then those of us who were there, we went through our own body shaming, where it was, oh, you're too skinny. Like, I used to have people tell me, oh, or I still do, oh, I can see in your collarbones. And I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do about that, you know? At one point, I did try my best to gain weight, but it just doesn't work for me. Like I said, I've had 3 kids, and I still can't really keep weight. Now I'm getting older, so I feel like I do have weight that's staying, but not in the right places. But anyways, yeah, it was hard growing up. It was hard because my nickname, which I'm not gonna lie, I actually like the nickname, but again, you know, as a child growing up, for people to say, oh, you're so maga, you're so skinny, and then my nickname was Bones. That was rough. It was hard. Now I look back at it and I'm just like, oh well, you know, whatever, because now I'm at a place where it doesn't bother me. You know, I accept the fact that I'm skinny. I can't really do much about it. If I've had 3 kids and I still can't gain weight, chances are I'll never gain the weight, right? So I just have to accept the body that I was given. I love the body that I was given. But you know, I've always been a bit self-conscious because I've always felt like my arms were a little too muscular looking because they're slim and they're pretty cut, if you ask me. You know, I don't got much titties, I don't got much bum, I don't got the hips, you know, so at certain areas, certain points in my life, I feel like I did go through a period of low self-esteem, and a lot of people may not believe that, but I did experience it, and I know there's a lot of people probably who have gone through the same things as I did. So I think the hardest period for me was actually high school. You know, that's when you're coming into your own, you know, you're coming into your womanhood, you know, your body's changing. That's when everything starts to fill in and fill out, and all your friends are you know, getting their boobs, getting their bums, getting whatever. And then here I am, still quote unquote flat, still, you know, I still look like I'm in elementary school, basically, or I look like a 12-year-old boy, right? So, and I'll never forget, we had a new guy in school, and he's from the Caribbean, and he pretty much created a song, or I don't know if there was a song already created, but he pretty much created a song around the fact that I was skinny and I had no boobs, no nothing. And that stuck with me for a very long time. And it made me very, very self-conscious. And I don't know if I ever really got over it. It was kind of traumatizing to a certain extent, because for me, I just, you know, growing up, you don't think about these things. You don't really look at these things, or for you, you know, you're normal until somebody makes you feel otherwise. So that was really hard for me. That was really traumatizing. I did end up doing a lot of modeling in my high school days, and you know, and the last couple of years, I did do a lot of modeling. And you know, for modeling, again, the standard back then was skinny and tall, and you know, and I kind of fit the bill. I'm not the tallest, but I fit the bill for that. So a lot of people were always saying, oh, you know, you have the perfect modeling body, and you know, things like that. And at the time I was like, okay, you know, I felt like I found my purpose, or I found where I belonged, in a sense, because I was like, all right, well, I'm skinny, I'm slim, and I loved modeling. It wasn't like I only did it because I was skinny or whatever. I really and truly love modeling. But I just feel like body-wise, that's where I belong, you know? So I did a lot of that in high school, and I really enjoyed it. I really love it, like I said. But you know, and then you start to feel like, once you get into that, you start to feel like, okay, now my body can't change, right? Now you have to maintain this body weight, you have to maintain this image, because if not, what else are you gonna do, you know? And so again, that's another thing, like, if you're not if you're not mentally, I won't say mentally stable, but like you have to have a certain level of self-esteem and a certain level of confidence to really block out those kind of thoughts and that kind of mentality. Because if not, you won't survive. The world is hard. The world is hard, and it's only getting harder. You know, I find nowadays like everybody has a problem with everything. So, you know, and yes, they're making it's a little bit easier in a sense to talk about and to open up about, but if you don't feel strong enough to, or if you don't have somebody that you feel like you can confide in, a lot of the times you're trapped in your own thoughts, you're trapped in your own feelings. So, you know, it can be very dangerous. So jumping now to today, I feel like there's a lot more body positivity nowadays, in the sense where people just they accept and they acknowledge all body types. You know, however, I still do experience those few people who might dismiss the way I'm feeling, or the way I talk about my body, or the way I might say, okay, well, I feel like my belly might look big. It's one thing, like, I'm not saying there's a problem with having a belly. However, I'm skinny, right? I'm really small. I'm tiny everywhere else. So I feel like for me to have a belly, I always feel like I look like I'm 3 months pregnant. And that's the issue that I've been feeling lately. And again, you may not see it, or anybody else may not see it, but it's there, and I feel it and I know it. So for me, if I tell you I'm not comfortable doing something or wearing something, it's because I'm not comfortable. And there's no way around it. There's nothing that you could say that will change that for me, because it's my body. I know my body. I know every inch of my body. So I feel like people need to just be mindful of what they say and how they treat you and how they react to certain things that you say. Not because they don't feel that way or they don't see you that way means that you're not entitled to feel how you feel. I feel like people, Caribbeans people especially, need to stop complimenting or trying to, you know, low-key diss you when they see you, when they acknowledge you. The first thing, oh my God, you're so mug, and look how you're slim and trim and... Okay, I get it. Sometimes for some people that might feel like a compliment, and for some it doesn't, because you don't know what somebody's feeling. You don't know, you know, the goals they have for their body, or where they would like to be, or what weight they would like to be. The same way, like when you see somebody and you're like, oh, look how you get fat, look how you put on weight, life must be nice. That's not a compliment. If you don't know that yet, now in 2021, almost 2022, it's not a compliment. Stop it. Don't do it. It doesn't feel nice to anybody. So that same way, you know, you make big people feel uncomfortable, you make skinny people feel uncomfortable too. Because there are those of us who we would like to be a little bit thicker. We would like to have a little bit more weight, but we just can't get there. And we're not saying we're unhappy or, you know, we don't appreciate our body, because believe me, I appreciate my body. I love my body. But there are days where I feel like a little extra weight wouldn't hurt. I still have days where I go in the store and I might see something and it only goes down to, they only have a medium or they only have a small. And in certain things, a small is still too big. Believe it or not, a small is still too big. So I might need an extra small, but they don't have it. They don't carry it. So, well, that's a loss for me. Just like if somebody's bigger and, you know, they may need a 2X, but it only goes up to 1X or 0X. It's a loss for them, you know? And I feel like people sympathize more I feel like people sympathize more with a thicker person if they feel like, oh, you know, they don't have sizes that fit them, or stores don't carry things that fit them. There's a lot more that I would love to get into, you know, as time goes on, but I just wanted to really shed light on it and put it out there to let people know, you know, we do struggle too. And to all the women out there, or even men, because there's probably men out there that, you know, deal with the same thing or similar situations, you know, if they're not too bulky or they're not too muscular or whatever the case may be. But to all the women out there, you know, it's okay. It's okay, and you're not alone, you know. Like I said, I've dealt with it pretty much my whole life. I come from Caribbean background. I still deal with it. I will forever deal with it. I guess in a sense it's just a part of life, and it's not, the problem is not us. The problem is not us, but people just need to be more mindful about what they say and, you know, what they do and how they approach you. I have a lot of people who always were like, oh, especially after I had my first child. Oh, how do you do it? You just had a baby and you're still so small. What's your secret? I don't got none. I don't got none. First of all, when I was pregnant, I barely gained weight. I was mostly belly. And believe me, I ate. I still do eat. I think a lot of people, that's another thing too, actually. A lot of people see you and would be like, oh, you don't eat, or, you know, what do you eat? I eat everything you eat. Well, I lie, I don't eat pork. But like in terms of like junk food, and, you know, I still eat junk here and there. But like my portions are heavy because I love my belly. Anybody that know me could tell you my belly long. So, you know, it's not like I starve myself. It's not like I don't eat. It's not like, you know, I don't watch my calories. I don't watch my portions. I don't do all of the crazy things that people think that you have to do to be skinny. No, I don't. I'm just built that way. So, you know, don't ask me what's my secret or what I did. I didn't do nothing. I'm just the way I am. I don't know what more to say about that, but don't ask people what's their secret. Don't do it. Don't do it. We don't have no secret for you. If you really want a secret, you need to speak to somebody who is bigger or who was bigger and got skinny, or whatever the hell the case is. But you don't ask skinny people what's their secret. We don't have none. We don't have none. Sorry to disappoint you, but we don't have none. I try to work out. I say I'm gonna work out, but mostly to gain weight and to maintain weight, and, you know, but I don't work out to stay skinny. That's a no for me, because I don't have that problem. So that's one question I get a lot, or I got a lot, like after having my kids. Oh, what did you do? What's your secret? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Overall, I feel like I am in a better place mentally about it. And at the same time too, you know, you have to realize, right? If there's something that's bothering you and you can change it, go ahead and do so. As long as you're doing it healthily, go ahead and do so. Is healthily a word? Go ahead and do so. Because if that's what's gonna make you happy, then do what makes you happy. At the end of the day, it's about you. It is all about you, right? So me, I still feel like I want a few more pounds. I do plan to start back working out and, you know, just getting my body to where I would like it to be. I'm not really too worried about that, and I'm not pushing myself to do nothing extreme. I'm not pushing myself to no crazy limits. I'm just going with the flow. I'm just loving every inch of me. I am acknowledging my body. I am acknowledging and studying. I'm studying every inch of me. Trying not to be consumed by the world, trying not to be consumed by society's perception of beauty, or what women should look like, because if you get too caught up in that, you'll lose yourself. You'll drown. You won't be happy. You're going to be always trying to find the next best thing, or you're gonna always try to look like the next person. That's no way to live. That is no way to live. You have to do what's best for you. You have to do what you love. You have to do what oh Lord have mercy. You have to do what makes you feel happy, what makes you love yourself. At the end of the day, it's all about you. It's all self-love. If you don't love yourself, you can't expect anybody to really love you for who you are. So, if you know to yourself, you want a bigger bum, well, girl, do what it takes to get yourself a bigger bum. I don't recommend going to get BBL or whatever. If that's what you want to do, then do you. But there are workouts that you can do. There are ways to get that booty that you're looking for, right? So if that's what's gonna make you happy, if that's what's gonna make you feel more confident, then by all means, go for it. But at the same time, love yourself the way you are, acknowledge the way you are, and make sure that whatever you're doing or whatever changes you're trying to do, they're for you, really and truly for you, and not because you feel like oh well, I'll look better, or somebody will like me better if I do this or if I have that. That don't work. That does not work. Never has, never will. Never has and never will. So at the end of the day, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. And I know, guys, sorry, this was a little bit all over the place, but it's not scripted. I didn't really, my intentions were to have my notes and everything, but I don't know. I just felt like I just wanted to talk, and so I'm talking. And also, again, I always want to hear from you guys, so comment below and let me know if you've had similar experiences, or if you've ever felt like, although you're skinny, you were still body shamed, because I think people feel like body shaming is only for big people, and it's not. Skinny people get body shamed all the time. But yeah, let me know below. Let me know if you've ever felt like that, or if you've ever been put in a position to question yourself, or to where your self-esteem may have been low, or you feel like you felt the pressure to look different, or to be bigger, or to have bigger bum, bigger breasts, whatever it may be. Let me know. Let me know. I know that it can't just be me. It can't just be me. And if it is, well, damn. I guess that's a me problem. But yeah, let me know. So I'm pretty much done with my makeup. As I said, this is more of a no makeup look. I didn't really do much on the eyes. I just more did of a transition, but I pretty much like almost completely covered my lid. Put a little bit of a highlight under my eyebrows. I don't really do the whole concealer eyebrow shaping stuff. I ain't got time for all of that. But you put a little bit of concealer and baked a little bit under my eye, and then I just went in with like a foundation powder. I'm using the Sephora Micro Smooth, and I use Deep. That's the number 60. And yeah, I just threw on a lip. I'll probably do a little bit of a highlight down on my nose. Just a touch, nothing too crazy. And that's about it, guys. This is the makeup look for today. My no makeup look. I'm gonna be wearing a mask anyway. So, you know. Now I'm gonna take care of my hair. I'll probably fast forward through this part. I don't really have much else to say right now. The next video, in my next session, or my next episode, I guess, I'll be a little bit more prepared. I'm also gonna be talking probably more in-depthly on specific topics within this one. So yeah, I'll let you watch as I get this hair under control. Oh, and by the way, this wig is an old wig. I kind of messed up the closure. The hair sheds now because of that. However, I feel like it's still kind of cute, and yeah, we gonna make it work. But right here is where my closure is messed up. I followed a YouTube video that had said in order to like properly clean off the glue and stuff off of the lace, you should wash it in hot water. And I mean like boiling hot. I'm pretty sure that's what messed up my lace. And if you could see here, she's practically bald. But yeah, we're gonna pretend like that's not there and just, you know, we're gonna just ignore her and continue to slay, okay? So I'm done my hair. I went ahead and used the Got to Be to stick down my lace. It is a closure unit. That's why I just put the band like that. I didn't really tie it all the way around because the lace is just from here to here. And I just wanted to pop back in and just say something to you guys. If you are somebody who is struggling with you know, the self-esteem or the confidence, or you just feel like you know, your body is not, you don't have the look that you want, or the same look like somebody else. I just wanted to let you know that the biggest way to remain in that funk, remain in that, you know, or to live in that low self-esteem, or the low confidence, the self-hate basically, because essentially that's what it is. It's comparison. If you're comparing yourself to somebody else, and I know, you know, sometimes things happen, or, you know, you just look at all these celebrities, and you look at them and you say, oh, I want her body, or I wish I looked like that. That's the biggest way to remain in that negative space. Comparison is the devil. Don't compare yourself to anybody. No two people were made the same. I don't care what anybody says. I don't even care if you're identical twins. I don't care. There's something that's going to be different about you. Everybody is different, and you need to understand that. You need to accept that. You need to acknowledge it. Again, if your issue is that you want to gain weight, there are ways to do that. And if that's what's going to make you happy, then go ahead and do it. But don't compare yourself, or don't make these decisions because you feel like, Lord, you feel like, you know, Beyonce's famous, or whoever's famous, and you want their body. It doesn't work that way. And you'll never look like them. So, you know, you have to get that out of your head. Make sure you're doing these things or making changes for the right reasons. But just ultimately do not compare yourself to people. Take some time, look at yourself in the mirror, acknowledge your body, acknowledge every inch, every curve, or lack thereof. Acknowledge everything, and just, you know, embrace it. Embrace it. You're beautiful. You're unique. You are designed the way you're supposed to be. Remember that. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'll be right back with the final look. Okay, love, so here we have the final look. This suit is actually a suit I made myself. I made it a while back. Just never wore it, but decided to throw it on today. And that's it for today's video. I apologize once again. I know it's a little all over the place, but I just decided to just sit down and talk with you guys today, and this is where we ended up. So if you liked today's video, please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and until next time, guys, bye.